Yo, it's Keith Raider, and I'm back in this thing. I don't know. I just, I looked at the highlights of the preseason game. I'm not about to really take my time to look at it and give it too much thought, but it's pretty much what I was saying that was gonna happen that's happening. Like, I'm looking at the offense. The offense looked decent. I mean, Ashton Genty didn't get to do what he needed to do, and that's all right. He only carried the ball a couple of times, so I'm not really worried about that. The O-line do look a little iffy from the first drive, but outside of that, my worry is really our defense and what they gonna be able to do. And when I was looking at the highlights, you could see that, our defense is looking real questionable. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I think I don't want to say nothing. It's still too early to really say anything, but it's just not looking great. It's not looking great, I'm gonna be honest, but we just gonna have to wait it out and see. So if y'all if y'all looking for like some overly optimistic shit, I'm not giving that to y'all this year. It's not really. I won't be giving that to y'all this year. I'm not gonna sugarcoat too much of anything, but I'm gonna tell you what I see and how I feel about it. And if you don't like what I'm saying, it's a plethora of Raider content creators you could go to and listen to and get all the fluff you want. Or if anything, when you get anything out of the whole Raiders content community, it's different perspectives on this. But I tell you, our defense. Well, I say this: Poland Mile with the interception, that was pretty good to see that. But it's like when you don't really get to see the ones for that long, it's really hard to really like say too much. But I mean, like I was saying, the first drive, the Raiders didn't score. We didn't get no points, and then after that, Aiden O'Connell was in the game. And so it's really hard to really give y'all anything. I mean, we ended up getting out of there with a tie. But if you just think about it, like, we going into our reserves in the game. And the Seahawks went to their reserve. So it's like when we played our starters and more of the ones and twos were playing, we lost the game. Let's be real about it. We lost the game when it was the ones and twos out there. So that's something for us to think about as as preseason go on. I would say, really honestly, that's really the only thing we should really be paying attention to. I mean, if it's like some players that you really want to look at, I guess, some of our rookies get in there. It's really cool to look at, especially if they not like the starters. But outside of that, it's like, once the ones and some of the twos get off, it's really like, after that, it down there don't matter. A lot of the people won't be there. You know what I'm saying? Once you get to the third strings, the fourth string, a lot of those people won't be there, so it don't even matter at that point. Or they won't be touching the field as much. So, like I said, our Raiders, yeah. The first string, first drive, was it enough to even really be talking about them? I'm not even sure. I didn't even really want to make this video. That's how crazy, the preseason is. But, we here now, so I feel like I got to talk about it. But it's outside of that, it's like, do I really want to talk about this? I really don't, So, yeah, man. Offense probably gonna be the best team that we have. Well, special teams is pretty good too with our kicker and our punter, but our offense is pretty much gonna hold the team together. Defense still kind of shaky. It's still gonna have, it's still some question marks out there, and so yeah, man. That's my little breakdown. It was real quick. I'm not trying to spend too much on it. But yeah, let me know how you felt about the preseason game. Let me see who we play next week. Oh, we got the Niners and the Cardinals. So we just went all NFC West teams. That's funny. That's hilarious. They said, Pete, you gonna see all the teams you played against for the past decade. So they just gave them all the NFC West teams. And so yeah, I'm looking at the schedule right now. I'm really ready for the regular season if I'm being quite honest. Like that's really what I'm waiting for. Like that Patriots game is actually a great game to start the season with because it's not too hard. That's not a game that the Raiders can't win. I mean, it's a tough matchup. I think that it could really go either way with the Patriots and the Raiders. I do remember like the Patriots kind of like they leaning towards more their defense than offense. But they got some players on offense too, so that might be like one of those games where both teams are in similar positions, where it's like they're not really balanced teams on both sides of the ball, right? So it would be the Raiders' offense versus the Patriots' defense, and that's going to be like the determining factor of the game. So we gonna see with that one, and then after that we got the Chargers, which is, I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna be tough. But depending on how we play the Patriots, we'll be able to have more of an understanding of what's going on. And on top of that, Pete Carroll and Jim, they know each other and how each other like to play. So it might not be too far off. I know the personnel is different, but the two folks know how to play each other. The Commanders, I ain't gonna lie, I think that's an L. That's an L. The Bears might be bad too. We might end up losing that game. But I don't even want to get too far into it. I don't even really want to. I don't even want to come with the negative um, energy. We got the preseason, and I just want to see more from our first unit. I mean, it's good to see the second, thirds, and fourths, but those fourth streamers are the practice squad people, and yeah. So I'm ready for the regular season. But yeah, it was a tie. You don't really get too many ties like that, and shoot. I hope y'all ready. Y'all, man, this gonna be a crazy season, man. Like I said, win total, I got us 8 to 9 games. I think we did get better on offense, but we regressed on defense. And as far as like the talent on defense, like it's similar, right? When you look at it. But last year, at least the players knew the defense. Now we got new players who not really that they not really that well versed into the defense. So we can't really, you know what I'm saying? So the defense, like we may have got cheaper players who could do some of the things that some of the older players could do, but the older players knew the playbook of the defense. And so I'm going to keep stressing that these players going to have to learn Patrick Graham's system. And until they figure it out, we're going to have some trouble, especially if the D-line is not dominant. If the D-line somehow become dominant, we're going to be good. But if they come out and people are able to run on us, just push us around, whoo, we're gonna have another crazy season. So yeah, and then looking just on the first, like I said, on that first drive, our O-line wasn't looking the best. And so I think Geno would be able to handle that. Last year, his O-line wasn't good. But Ashton Genty, would he be able to handle having a bad line in the NFL? That's a whole nother question. And I mean, he the couple of plays that he had, I mean, he spun out some things. He did that nice spin, which was cool. But, we don't want to have I don't want to put him up there with Barry Sanders, but, we don't want him to have to do that, you don't want him to have to spin out and do extra jukes behind the line of scrimmage. That's what JJ was doing. And so it's just gonna make stuff harder for him. He a rookie. We should be making things easier for him to succeed. Dante was looking good. It's kind of good to see that we got a speedy receiver. Trey Tucker did a little something. But, yeah, man, I'm telling y'all, if our D-line can't hold the run game or be able to stop, it's going to be we're going to be in trouble. We're going to be in trouble. But, yeah, I don't want to continue just coming off top of the dome with this stuff, so I'm gonna hop off this thing, and you know, later on, I will get on camera and show my face and actually be a part of the community and stuff like that. You know, I've been watching the Raiders my whole life, and you know, I'm excited to see some of the players that we got, but then again, I'm still kind of like, I don't know, like, I just sat back and people said that Shador wasn't this, that, and the third, but when you look at his first preseason game, he did pretty good. Not saying that it's a problem with Geno, but just think if we had Shador there, right? We had Shador on the team, we will really be great in the QB department. Like right now, we're good in the QB department. Geno is a good quarterback. Aiden is okay. Some people might feel like he's not okay, but you know, Geno and Shador, they more aligned with each other. I mean, Geno do got a little more arm, but when you line them up, they very similar in the way they play, the elusiveness, and being able to just run out of the pocket and stuff like so. So what I'm saying is, if we had a Shador right now, he could have been sitting learning behind a quarterback like Geno, not really sweating anything, and when it will be time to give him the reins in the next year, 2 years, he would be okay. And even, let's just say, you know, Lord forbid, we don't want Geno to get hurt, right? Let's just say he did get hurt. It wouldn't drop off that much. Where Aiden could still get the job done, don't get me wrong. But if the line is collapsing on Aiden O'Connell, will he be able to run out? I don't know. And so, you know, some people talking about Cam Miller, and I just don't think Shador. I haven't even seen like too much of Cam Miller, but I don't think Shador. I don't think Cam Miller is better than Shador. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. And so, yeah, man, I don't know how we didn't get Shador. We could have got him in like the 4th round, 5th round. He went in the 6th round. We could have got him in the 6th round. Traded up for him, something like. It really don't make sense to me why Shador is not a Las Vegas Raider right now. But you know, like I said, the coaches knows best, right? The coaches and management. I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start being. I'm gonna be that type of person when it comes to this, because they say that the fans don't know anything and this, that, and the third. But, you know, the fans been letting, you know, management been doing what management does for the past forever, and nothing comes out of it with the Raiders. So, I don't know, man. It's just, it's a frustrating thing being a fan of this team, and it just never seemed like things work out for the team. And so, you know, we do luck up and get some talent sometimes. We get world, you know what I'm saying, talent, like the Khalil Macks of the world. We got, I would say Derek Carr's in there, because, you know, if we being real, Derek Carr is probably, if we just, you know, taking the championships away, Derek Carr is the franchise leader. He's the best quarterback the Raiders has had. Now, if you want to go with the rings and that's just how you go, okay. You could say Kenny Stabler or what's bro name? I forgot his name. That's a shame. It's on the tip of my tongue. I mean, I don't think Rich Gannon is the franchise best nothing, you know. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we had some quarterbacks that was here, but I feel like the quarterbacks, when you look into Raider history, we've had like Kenny Stabler is like the quarterback that a lot of people would assign to the brand, right? But like outside of that, like Derek Carr is the franchise. But I don't even want to get into that. So we have had talent outside of since the last time we went to the Super Bowl with Woodson and Gruden and all them. But like outside of that, like we've had some good players come through, but it just never worked out. So hopefully that change, and if it do, I'm excited. If it don't, it just be like, damn. You got people who I know, they just same old Raiders, like, you know what I'm saying? They hit you with that type of shit. I mean, it is what it is, but you know, I'm gonna talk my shit back. But it just like, come on, y'all, let's figure it out. But yeah, that's my little review for this preseason, the first preseason game. I really don't want to give it too much mind with the preseason, but yeah, you know, we got a couple of more weeks, 2 more games. We got Frisco, we're going against the Niners. Got the Cardinals, and I'm trying to see. Let's just see what the second, third, fourth stringers gonna do and who kind of pop out. But I'm ready for that Patriots game already. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm ready for that. But yeah, let me get off this. It was good talking. Yeah, Keith Raider out.